today. It's a writer's retreat day. So I'm taking myself to the coast and I'm going to sit in my cafe and I'm going to be melancholy and I'm going to write. A few weeks ago, I was asking God to bring me a lover so that I have something to write about. I said, I want to fall in love so that I have something to pour out of me. I didn't know that that love was probably going to leave. Now I'm finding myself in a situationship. After I fell in love with a man. Yay for me, right? But I asked for a love. I just didn't get to decide if that love were to stay and my heart would be gushing out love, or if my guts would be ripped out so that they may finally be published. I asked for a love and yet I'm still not writing. And so I'm taking myself to the coast so that I'm not burdened by chores. They're not begging me to pick them up, to complete them because I've been putting them off. I'm going to the coast so that I have nothing to distract me. And I'm just going to lock in. And I'm going to pour my heart out because why am I finding myself in a situationship at this ripe age of emotionally intelligent? I thought that I knew better. I thought that I could read the signs. I thought I could tell that that man was emotionally intelligent. Turns out, apparently, he's avoidant. He told me he really valued communication, and we talked about it many times. And now, it got real, and he left. But I'm in a spot in my life where I'm not chasing anymore. I'm not going to make something work if it's not working. I am not trying to sit here and be like nonchalant and be like, I don't chase, I attract. Though I still want to sit in that a little bit. I do think that relationships require nuance. Okay, I know he's a Scorpio moon. Okay, it was a Scorpio new moon. There's so much going on astrologically. I'm having to be patient with him. I'm like, you know what? We haven't talked in a week and a half, even though I just spent 8 days falling asleep and waking up next to him. Our lives intertwined for a short minute, and we're long distance. So I don't know what I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I just felt like I needed to turn on the camera and record. I've been crashing out a little bit here and there, but I'm actually finding myself in a really good place. I'm really proud of myself, actually, because I crash out and I let myself crash out. Today I've been saying, maybe I am the drama. And maybe I like that I'm the drama. Because in a world of everyone wanting to be so nonchalant, maybe it's a superpower to be the drama, to be so expressive that it is too much for people. Actually, I have suppressed, as a woman, I grew up as a girl, then to a woman. I grew up suppressing myself, being too much. I need to be quiet. I need to be a little bit less. And then I came to a point in my life where I realized, fuck that. I actually want to be my fullest expression of woman that I can be, of human that I can be. It doesn't necessarily have to be woman, though I am woman and I love being woman. But I actually just want to be so fully authentic that it repels the wrong people away from me. And being someone that is so expressive in such a light, I know, and others that know this as well, know that it repels people, and it's painful that it repels people. You are too much for people, but that doesn't mean that you're wrong. You're too much for people because you make them realize that they're not so fully themselves, that they can be more that they're not living up to. Okay, my camera just wants to keep moving. We're going on windy roads here, windy roads. Okay. So anyway, I'm working on being more me, more dramatic, more everything, because that's what I came here to do. I often, very, very often contemplate, the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? To me, the meaning of my life is, oh my gosh, can this camera hold still? The meaning of my life is that everything means everything and everything means nothing. And I choose to have both in my life. like the polarity of it, that you can have, like, everything can mean everything, yet you don't have to attach to anything. And the meaning of my life, the number one thing that I love so much, that I think is what we came here to do, is to be whimsical. Whimsy is everything. There is no point to life without whimsy. And I will die on that hill. But I think that it's also more than whimsy, because we focus so much on like the point of life being so positive, like it's happy, it's connection and love. But do you know what else is the meaning of life? Grief. Letting things close and feeling the depth of that, feeling the sadness in your heart that something that you love, someone that you love, has to come to a close. But running away from grief is not going to make it not exist. Become friends with grief, and then you don't have to hold it in. You just grieve it, and then you let it go. And I think that there's something to be said about ceremonializing the ending of something. That is the point of life as well. All of it is the point of life. Everything means everything. So I'm in this situationship, and I don't know if it's gonna end. I don't know if it's ended already. I don't know if I'm never gonna get closure from this, but I'm realizing that I don't need closure. As much as I want it, of course I want it, I don't need it. I'm not gonna die without it. I just keep moving on. I haven't known this man for very long. My life was very happy before I met him. It's gonna be very happy with or without him. And it's unfortunate because I want it to work, but I also trust that if it's not working, it's because it's not meant to work. It was never meant to last. It was meant to come into my life and show me that I am still worthy of being loved in all of my imperfections. And maybe this love came to remind me that all roads lead back to me. So I want to be sad about this situationship ending if that's what it's meant to be. Because I want to honor my emotions. Everything that is authentic to me, I want it to be sad because it is sad. I actually fell in love with the man. And it's not hard for me to fall in love. I love everything, and I love everyone. I love every leaf, and I love every rainbow, and I love every sunrise and every sunset and every mushroom that I see and every slug I see, and I love every interaction that I have with a stranger. I love because my baseline is love. I will always return to love because that is who I am. That is the easiest thing for me to do. And it actually physically makes me ill to withhold my love. And so maybe this relationship came in, this situationship came in to show me that there's nothing wrong with loving. In fact, why are we so afraid to love? Why do we have to be like, oh, but we haven't been together for long enough to know that we're in love, to know that we love each other, to know that I want to consider you and I want to devote my care to you. You can know that upon meeting someone. I do it all the time. It's weird to me, the difference between platonic and romantic love, because with platonic love, I'll meet somebody and by the end of the night, we've had a 10-minute conversation. By the end of the night, I'm saying, bye girl, love you. But then with romantic love, we're not allowed to. I'm not allowed to tell you that I love you. I actually do love you. I love love, and it just exists within me. It's so loud. I can't hold it back. It makes me ill. And my throat was hurting all week because I was wanting to say that I love him, and I felt like I wasn't allowed to. And then I kind of did, and it blew up. And now it's a situationship when it could have been a relationship. And then I sat with like, oh, I was too much. I shouldn't have said it. I should have been more nonchalant. Actually, no. Actually, I'm not going to apologize for being my fullest expression of self. Actually, I'm not going to apologize for loving you. If that's too much for you, then that's too much for you. And that's something that you need to sit with, because why are you so afraid of love? Entering a flow state right now. I used to think that I was unlucky because love never lasted romantically. Right? It always seems to come to a close. But I'm realizing that what if I'm actually one of the lucky ones? Because I love my singlehood and I still get to experience intimacy, but nothing ever lasts longer than it's meant to. Because if that that love isn't meant to stay, then it won't, because that's not serving my highest good. I will not be stuck in a relationship that is not serving me. And I still get to experience intimacy. But I get to ultimately experience intimacy with myself. I always come back to myself, and I love spending time with myself. I love touching myself. I love caressing myself. I love massaging myself. I love loving on myself. So what if I'm actually the lucky one? Because I get to be me in this life. I get to always come home to myself. This view is beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. Honestly, nothing beats the Pacific Northwest. Let me show you. Like, that is gorgeous. Unmatched. The fog? Thank you, God. I'm so lucky. Like, I really won the lottery with my existence. It's been a journey of me being like, I want to win the lottery, and then I just had to come to the realization that I already did win the lottery because I exist. I won the lottery because I want the things that I want. I won the lottery because I have the relationship with myself that I have. I won the lottery because I think so philosophically, and that I'm always pondering the meaning of life, and that I'm so full of love. I already did win the lottery. I won the lottery with I won the lottery that most people don't even know exists, actually. A lack of communication genuinely gives me the ick, and I'm trying not to get the ick. I'm trying to be patient, but here's the thing. I can be so understanding and be like, he has good intentions till the day I die. But at the end of the day, guess what? I have to take into account his actions or his lack thereof. I can't just simply see him with rose-colored glasses and be like, but he means well, he's just going through it. Well, then he needs to fucking tell me that. Just say that. Just say, hey, I'm still processing everything that went on. I'm gonna get back to you in a few days. Don't ghost me. That is showing me emotional incompetence, okay? And I'm not into it. You can have every single green flag, because he has every single green flag. Every single green flag, and I'm caught off guard by his lack of communication, because he was very communicative until I left. We had a little situation, and he came to me the next day and said, I want to talk to you about this because I don't want you to leave, and we haven't talked about this. And he was so communicative, and he's like, do you have any questions? Do you need more clarity on anything? He was so great. And then I leave, and it's nothing from him, and I'm caught off guard by it. But whatever. Well, not whatever. I'm going to write about it, though. So thank you, God, for sending me something to write about. In such a beautiful place. Do you see the trees in the background as I'm driving? I just love everything. I love life so much. How am I always in the right place at the right time? Oh. Always. It always works out for me. It always has, and it always will. Okay, I'm doing the best I can. My camera is on my mason jar of water. And I know people are watching me, but I don't even care. This is my absolute favorite thing to do whenever I have a sprinkle of free time, kind of often. I like to come to a cozy cafe and sit. And you know what I've noticed is that no place is ever the same twice. You never step in the water. No, hold on, let me back it up. Who said it? You never step in the same river twice. Something along those lines. So every time I visit a cafe, it's different. Sometimes it's better to just leave it at one time visiting. Sometimes you don't need to revisit. Sometimes you need to revisit. Sometimes it's not as lovely when you revisit. Sometimes it's more lovely. Today it's so quiet. I'm the only person sitting outside, and I'm recording myself. And guess what? People are sitting inside watching me, but at least nobody's outside hearing me. Anyway, we're gonna do a taste test. Do you know what I just did? to you. I was trying to take a video of the view, which I'll show you, and I just stuck my entire arm in the chocolate cake. Hello? Are we aware of our surroundings? Okay, I think it's time to take the coat off. It's such a beautiful day today. We're gonna do a taste test. I have in front of me, hold on, let me get my jacket off. I have here in front of me African nectar tea. So delish. I've had this. I had this the first time I came here. Love. So I got that again. And then I love when I come in and they have different pastries every time we come in. A different sweet treat every single time. And so I don't know if you could see this already, but we have here a chocolate zucchini bread. Look at the drizzle on that. Can you see? I don't know if you can. I don't know how well the lighting is right now. But we're gonna taste test. And I also made the great decision of wearing white pants today. Every time I wear white pants, I'm like, girl, do you know yourself? Oh, there's sea lions coming up for air. Let me show you the view, hold on. Yes. So I'll put some clips in here as well, but I just wanted you to see what I see. Okay, I wish I didn't have to bend down to be on the camera, but it's better than having a tripod. Okay, do you know what? The first bite needs to include some of this chocolate frosting. Ooey gooey. Can you even see it? I don't know. It's fine. Okay. I think the bite I took was too big for an accurate read on what I just experienced. I can't say my thoughts yet. Give me a moment. We're gonna do a smaller bite, but we're still gonna get that icing, that beautiful chocolate drizzle. Okay. First of all, I'm loving that it's a bread and not a cake. It's a little bit more dense than a cake. I want to say a little bit dry, but it's not dry. It's just that it's cake and it's bread and not cake. And I actually really like that with the ooey gooey chocolate chips in here and the chocolate drizzle on top is giving the moisture that we need to bring it all together. So I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna say an 8 out of 10. I like that. I like that number there. Now we're gonna move on to the African nectar tea. I think it's had enough time to steep. You know what? I love when they have like kind of a little cloth tea bag in here. It's not I'm sure it's microplastics or whatever the hell. I'm sure it's got some of that, but I just like it. It feels a little bit more luxurious to have this woven together tea bag rather than a plastic stapled one. You know what I mean? It's giving a little bit of luxury. So, okay. Somebody coming? What up? It's fine. Give it a little blow. It's also really cute to like blow on your tea in the winter. Don't mind me, just out here sitting on the pier blowing on my tea, enjoying my chocolate zucchini bread. Perfect day, I would say. Delish. No notes. 9 out of 10. I could use a little bit of cream. That would be lovely. Okay. want to just set up my camera and dance so bad, and I get so nervous and embarrassed when there's other people near me, but it is my life goal. Genuinely, this has been my life goal for the past few years, is to just start dancing in public. Not care who's next to me, not care who's looking at me. That is genuinely my life goal. But why are there always people watching? Why are there always men right there watching? You know, it is what it is, but I just feel like a lot of times I don't want to wear my AirPods because the EMF, you know what I mean? But how can you not want to wear your AirPods when it's like you're in the studio everywhere you go, everywhere you walk? Okay, I don't want to drop my camera in the water, so that's it.